If you're thinking about moving to California, or specifically the Chico area in Northern California, there's a few things you might want to know before you make your decision. Now, I happen to love living here, and I think it's a great place to raise a family. I think it's a great place to retire as well, but it doesn't mean that it's for everyone. In this video, I'm going to share with you some negatives for you to consider when you're making the decision of where you want to live. Hi, my name is Sierra Haskins with eXp Realty, and if at any point in this video you have questions about the local housing market, go ahead and drop them in the comments below and I'll be sure to reach out to you. But for now, let's get started. The first thing I'd like to say that most people consider a negative when moving from another state or just even up from Southern California is the heat. Contrary to popular belief and what the movies make it seem like, California is not just all beaches and perfect weather. Northern California has seasons, and unlike the unusually perfect weather of Southern California or San Diego, our summers up here get hot. We regularly have days of over 100 degrees, and Chico does not have any beaches nearby. We do have an amazing community pool in Bidwell Park that is free to the public and a great way to cool off on hot summer days. But summers are hot and winters get cold. So if you're coming from out of state, just know that we do have seasons here. The next thing I'd say that might be a negative is basically all of Northern California is considered a high fire zone. We've had some really devastating fires in the past 5 years, which have affected thousands of families all over Northern California. It's also caused the price of fire insurance to be really high in certain areas, which is something that you also want to consider when you're thinking about moving here. Now, I have found some ways to help my clients with some of those high costs. So if you want to talk with me more about it, reach out anytime, and I would be happy to share my own story and my husband's story of how we've each been personally affected by the fires here in Northern California. Another negative about moving to Chico area, which depends really on how you look at it, is that we are a college town. During the school year, our downtown area is full of college students, and there is more traffic around that part of town. Chico State is a beautiful university and it offers a fantastic higher education option. But there's an influx of students during the school year. And if you're looking to have dinner downtown on a Friday or Saturday night, be prepared to wait your turn. The summers are much slower and the students leave for home and it kind of opens up down there, but the weekends, especially during the school year, are busy. Something else you want to keep in mind is that we don't have top-end shopping or outlets here. We have the regular department stores like Kohl's, Old Navy. We have some really cute high-end boutique shops downtown, but we don't have anything like a Nordstrom's, a Macy's, a Pottery Barn, anything like that. You can find those stores at larger malls that are about an hour and a half away, both north and south of us. Now, personally, I'm okay with making a fun day trip out of shopping, and I like going out for lunch or dinner while we're out. I usually grab a friend or two, we stop for coffee on the road, and we head out for the whole day. So while it's not a big deal to me, it is something to keep in mind if you're used to having bigger, higher-end options in your own backyard. It might want to be something to consider. On a side note, if you have any questions about any of the things that I'm talking about that might be an issue for you and you want to talk with me more about it, you can easily book a call with me using the link right here anytime, and I would love to sit and talk with you more about it. Now, getting back to our list, another thing you might be used to if you are moving from a more populated area that we don't have here in Chico is an international airport or any airport. The closest international airport to Chico is in Sacramento, which is about a 90-minute drive south. Most people don't commute internationally enough to even really care, and most don't commute enough domestically to mind a drive of about 90 minutes when you're only flying a few times a year for a vacation or to go see family. But if you are a family that travels a lot overseas, or you are a businessman or woman that flies regularly for work, it might end up being an issue that you want to consider when deciding where you're going to buy a home. That might make a difference for you if you have to travel that often, that many times. So keep that in mind. The last thing I want to share with you, especially if you're coming from another state to California in general, not just the Chico area, is are estate taxes. California is one of the highest tax states in the nation. Now, I am born and raised here, so it actually feels pretty normal for me. I really don't even think about it much anymore. But for people coming into our state from an area with no income tax, like Nevada, Texas, Tennessee, or say Alaska, it can be quite a sticker shock and something that you might have to take a little bit of time to get used to. I don't even think about it. Like I said, I know that we're high, but it's only when other people come from other states that I realize exactly how high we are. So just keep that in mind if you're moving from a state that has no income tax to California. It's going to make a difference. I know that this list might sound like doom and gloom, and that is certainly not my intention, as I absolutely love living here, and I think you will too. But I think it's important to give you all the information I can for you to consider when making a big decision like this for you and your family. I love helping families buy and sell homes here, and I have made other videos about all the things that I think make us special and unique. But I like to be as transparent as I can be with my clients, and I want you to know both sides. So if you have any questions, or if you're looking to buy or sell a home in Chico or any of the surrounding areas, you can find all of my contact information listed right here in the video description below. Be sure to watch more of my videos right here, as I not only cover Chico's local housing market, but all of our downtown businesses, our local community events, all things Chico. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.